This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
Our next guest hosted her own radio show as long as we have, 17 years.
Whoa.
But Fran Kelly has swapped the wireless for the screen with her very own show. She has said it's not an entertainment show, but it's an entertaining show, and it's called Frankly, which I think is the best title ever. It's been on air a couple of weeks already. Fran Kelly, hello.
Hello, you two. How are you?
We are great. Whenever someone starts a sentence with frankly, you always think, here we go.
Well, yeah, there's a bit of that. I never mind people thinking, well, here we go. You know that? I never mind that.
Have you had this in your mind for ages? Have you often thought, I'd love to host a chat show and have a band? Has that been something that you've dreamt of for years?
Well, to be honest, no, it wasn't, because I don't know about you guys, but when I was doing breakfast radio, all I could dream of was getting some sleep and getting up and doing it again the next day.
Yes.
So it was really once I started to realise that I'd come to the end of that road, like physically I just had to stop, that ideas started to form. And once, you know, the thing I was reluctant to leave when I left breakfast was not talking to politicians, but it was talking to all the other great people, like you people get to talk to all the time, you know, really interesting people who are coming into the country or doing things here or doing extraordinary things. And that's how the idea was born. And once they said, once I acted a bit interested in that, I quickly shoved a band in the format because I really like to have music around and be a part of that. So, yeah, that's how it came about.
But you've got some great guests on there, like Richard E. Grant, and you've got Vance Joy and Jimmy Barnes.
Tim Minchin?
Yeah, Tim Minchin. We've got Rachel Griffith coming on. Magda's coming on this week. So, yeah, we have got a terrific lineup, and that's been a really interesting thing for me to be a part of, working out who's in the country, who's out of the country, who can be available on a couch in a Sydney studio on a Wednesday night on that week and who can't be, and then making sure they'll work together. Because the whole point of this show is not to just have me talking to people, but hopefully them talking to each other too, which will really, I hope, make it something a bit more dynamic.
But look at how interesting all these people are, because it's often said that Australia can't have a Tonight Show or a talk show because we don't get the big international guests. You don't need them.
No, you don't really. And, I mean, we've got a couple in there, but we've got, you know, Adam Goods coming on. We've got this fantastic artificial intelligence expert, you know, global expert coming on called Jude Nguyen. He's coming up. You know, you can put all sorts of people together and hopefully make magic.
Artificial intelligence just fascinates me lately, because there was they asked Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and what's his name, Steve Jobs. They said, what's the biggest fear for you in the future? And they all said artificial intelligence. So that was a few years ago. But then recently Elon Musk has said, well, artificial intelligence will never overtake human intelligence.
No, and I'm kind of, I know there's a lot of people who are very fearful of it, and people talking about, you know, we're not going to have mobile phones, we're going to have chips in our heads soon and all of that. I don't know. Maybe, but I try not to be, you know, fear-bound by it. I don't see how it can overtake it, but it's better than us at some things. It's better than us, apparently, already at diagnosing some illnesses and stuff, simply because it can process all the data, so there's massive amounts of data so quickly, and get to the heart of the issue and results and things like that. So it already can do some things better than we can, and I guess the challenge for humans is to let it do the things we don't want to do, and us keep doing the things that keep us the boss baby.
Would either of you get a chip in your head, like, you know how you can Google on your phone? Would you get a chip that would help you out?
Jonesy, I haven't even got pierced ears, so I don't think I'm going to get a chip in my head.
We'll start with piercing your ears at Priceline and we'll go from there.
There we go. That's straight down to Priceline after the show. Frankly, is a brand new and exciting entertainment chat show. It's hosted by Fran Kelly, Fridays 8:30 on the ABC. Fran, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, you too.